I think that we should keep it going and so
I think we will.
here here we are back in the nest with the gnarly bros, Case and Kelly, Harmon Hansen, and it's the state of affairs in Falcons Nation. Feel malaise, a little humor, and the deep, dark chasm that is the existence of being a Falcons fan. We wake up another day. Raheem, still head coach of the Falcons. So we check in on the state of affairs. How is the state of affairs with the brethren, the logical, the logistical, Case Lodge?
It's a good state of affairs over here, man. I'm totally numbed out to the Falcons. I got upset for a second watching the game, but then I'm like, wait a minute, like
Totally.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna let this, coming off a big dogs victory over Tech, Georgia Tech,
Totally.
um, and gearing up for the SEC chip versus a little team called Alabama.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting stoked about the Hawks, man. So uh, that's where I'm at. The Falcons
Okay.
suck. I mean, it's beyond suck. It
Oh, it's in
If we
cruising
listed
into
out
embarrassment.
all the sports franchises, it is bottom three without a doubt. Without a doubt, there's no shot. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's embarrassing every level, every moment, everything about it. They all suck. Um, and we knew it. We had moments at the beginning where we're like, yeah, this is different, man. Nah, nah. In fact, it's worse. Um,
Oh, it's worse.
Instead of
Worse.
being in a rebuild or something, it's like, no, we went in full steam, like we were going to be good or something.
Well, that's part of the false confidence, the false arrogance that's been a part of this regime. That's probably what irks me the most is that I'm not buying anything that Raheem is saying. It's all fluff and air. It's nothing of substance. He talks about how gotta find a way to win, Mister
Got to find a
Find a
way.
way.
Got to find a
Gotta
way.
find a way. He has never found that way.
No.
Don't trust. And if we think about it, Ulbrich, I think Ulbrich, I think that we like him. He's done a pretty good job. Defense has, been a shining star, a surprise. Um, but at the same time, it kind of fell into Raheem's lap, right? Because he was going to leave the Jets. That was his fate. He did a good job. He needed a place. It just fell in his lap. So that considered, all the other choices that he has made on his coaching staff have been ass. They have been horrible. Special teams, offensive coordinator. We cannot forget Jimmy Lake, maybe one of the worst coordinators of all time.
Is he the one picking these guys?
Of course,
He is. Are you sure about that?
without a doubt.
Because
He has full say in that. You don't,
full say.
yes, full say. Full say. Just look at it. Zach Robinson, where'd he come from? LA.
Yeah.
Um, Jimmy
Yeah.
Lake, where did he come from? They're boys. You know, um, they're old buddies. Like, and that's part of if we got to go up. Who hired this guy? You know, blank, blank, and him have a relationship. They're buddies. It's not about winning, Case Lodge. It's about kind of running a business, perhaps. Maybe keeping things schmoozy. I don't know. Like, what is the point of this if you're not going to pick people that are ready to win?
Well, there's a name that you left out. Um, and that's a big factor that a lot of people, including some people that are really tapped in, right? Some 680 guys that go way back, that believe that McKay has a lot more to say than he
Oh yeah,
leads on to have, and that ultimately, right. And so, what is the point of what what is he doing? what,
He's
what
he's he's doing nothing but hurting the team's chances of winning.
but is there a
Now,
reason for that? And so this is where the self-preservation theory comes into play. Do you know about this one?
okay, yeah. So hiring ignorance so they won't call you out. Like
Or
I'm
let's
not going
put
to be threatened by Raheem. You might be threatened by Belichick per se. Uh, you know, um,
Yeah. Well, no, Belichick would come in there and be like, uh, he doesn't have any say anymore.
totally. And I think that Terry Fontenot probably felt the same way. I think my job's going to be safer with, this, very happy go lucky, dude that I can vibe with. And I'm, obviously they can vibe.
Yeah.
They were
See,
chumming it up on day one,
I have my own theory about Fontenot, which is that he it's unfortunate for him, because I think that there's a good chance if you took 10 decisions, big decisions that have been made, five of those might not have been his guy.
Sure. I
I
think
think
Kyle
that's
Pitts was
possible.
the guy, right?
We don't know, man. No, no, I mean,
The
we
Arthur.
don't we don't know this information. What we do know from what McKay has said is that blank has final say on everything, which is not good, Harmon. It's not good.
But
That's
no, it's
not
not
good,
good.
dude.
But also, that to me sounds like McKay has final say on everything. Everything's being tossed through him, funneled through him. And, at this point, there is zero trust in the decision making of this guy. Zero trust.
There never has been any trust, man. There never has been any trust. You can get lucky here and there. You can get a Grady Jarrett here and there. Anyone can do that. Okay? I mean, no. He just flat out sucks, dude. I mean, just god awful, dude. And, if we're going to talk theories, I don't want to get too crazy here, but I
No,
do
let's
love
go.
a good
Oh,
crazy take. Could there be more to this? Could there be something more going on?
okay.
I,
Nice. Uh,
I,
who
c-
knows?
c- I don't know. Could
Well, we
could
can go
could
with,
Blank and McKay be more than just confidants and something? I'm not saying anything here. I'm not. No, I'm saying like extra special friends. You know, like really, really, really close, physically close, extra special friends.
okay. Well, I think that we're only left to search to make sense of it all, because on face value it doesn't make sense. That's why we come up with something like this. Why would someone have this type of allegiance for someone that isn't really good at their job?
Because he runs all of his other businesses. You know that, right? Which is weird. I don't know about other teams, but I don't know. If I was a Bills fan, I would hope that the MFing president of the Buffalo Bills was the president of the Buffalo Bills and not some other crap, whatever it is. Golf PGA store, super center, top golf, WNBA challenge. Okay? That place has no business in football. Sorry, man. Gets me upset. This is really reminiscent of the beach. I think it was
Well,
2019. It really upset some folks out there. And I don't even know what got it started, but people like had to leave.
I love it. I mean, I think that, you are speaking truth to the hearts and minds of Falcons fans. People want answers. How can it be? How can there be this much mismanagement, this much, just incompetence, just fumbling things? So, I think there was a sense of maybe we're gonna give you a pass because Matt Ryan, we held him, We got to the Super Bowl. In general, we love Matt Ryan, and I think that a lot of people had some forgiveness towards how that ended. Arthur Smith, okay, man. Now it's your show. Let's give you a shot. But Arthur Smith doesn't work out. At this point, you're out of Matt Ryan's contract. You're out of Julio's contract. You're free, and you've got Bijan Robinson, you've got Drake London, and you botch it this bad. Kirk Cousins, you could have bought a whole defense or a whole, like, if you're smart with that money, you can improve your team to huge levels. Even if you want to take Penix,
which we shouldn't have.
which we shouldn't have. I mean, Bo Nix was there. Um,
Dude,
look at
just go get a Darnold or a Baker or a Daniel Jones or something. Try that out, see how it goes. It might not be great, but it's not going to be a total disaster where you wasted this the value in a top 10 pick. You cannot substitute that. If you pay for it with money, you pay a balls ton of money for a D-line guy, for an edge rusher, for a veteran or a free agent, even a secondary player like we pay Jesse, right? Yeah, and so yeah, and I get it with the quarterback thing because then you get him on a rookie deal and stuff, but like we don't have to get into Penix because and all this stuff we talked about so much, but
well, there's new layers to it. I mean, it's been there's things to touch on as far as Penix's future. Like I think that you and I have been supporters throughout. Believed in his talent, believed in those moments where there was flashes, and there were flashes, and there were flashes this year. There were some legitimate like he's got it moments. They existed. I know it's hard to put yourself back there, but they existed. But he really ended up in a place where he did not seem intelligent, did not seem like he was reading the field, didn't seem like he was processing things, and I could be wrong, but to be an NFL quarterback, there's got to be a level of awareness that I didn't necessarily see. That being said, we put in Kirk Cousins, and we still don't have an intermediate passing game.
Well, we don't have any
It's
pass catchers out there.
Or bombs. What?
We don't have any pass catchers out there, man. I mean, at least like
It's
things
it's
looked a little bit better with play action and stuff. It looks a little different. It feels different. It feels a little better, in my opinion. I mean, he stinks just horribly, but
so the investment you have at wide receiver, Casey Washington was a healthy scratch.
dude.
Kaderil Haas was a healthy scratch.
Yeah, but
Special team players that you could. Special teams is this bad, but yet those guys are sitting at home. You tell me how that makes sense. But Casey Washington is an investment in wide receiver.
An
Trash.
investment? How is he an investment?
Well, he was a draft pick. That's them addressing the wide receiver room.
Dude. Yeah.
Okay.
If we
And then
were to,
Ray done.
oh,
I'm just saying they have not invested in the wide
so
receiver
a
room.
non-investment. Yeah. So because we
Well,
can't call it an investment if it's the opposite of an investment.
but I'm saying that's their shot at it. Ray, Casey Washington, Sills, that ain't gonna do it.
How do they see that as if you look up the history of wide receivers drafted after round 3 and how they pan out? It's dreadful, man. It's absolutely dreadful. So you can't assume that a 5th round, whatever the hell round, Casey Washington. I have to plug my power into my laptop. But
Okay.
you keep the stream going.
Well,
I know you can do it, dude.
yeah, I can. Well, I'm gonna go in on how much this coaching staff just irks me to my core because I think they're disingenuous. I don't trust what Raheem says. He's talking about he's getting all huffy and puffy because he can't be positive forever. You can be like, I mean, he gives it a go. He seems pretty happy out there, you know, giving people hugs and dapping it up, after a loss after loss. But, you know, at the same time, he's getting a little disgruntled because people are wanting to know, like, hey, bro, what's going on here? And I think it's getting to him, of course, but he's like, we're not going to make any emotional decisions. And I say to that, cheers, brother. Guava berry, if you haven't gone there, go there.
Nice.
Lodge.
Just straight up, straight up cherry.
Cherry, that's where you need to be. Yeah, of course. Um, Shout out to Wild Cherry Pepsi, deep cut,
Deep,
you know.
big time deep cut. That was a limited run, I believe.
Uh, but I mean, I am annoyed that I think Raheem has I don't trust him. He's talked about like this confidence of I'm going to breathe confidence into these players. Essentially, I'm just going to bring vibes. And I think that it's when things have needed to be addressed, he hasn't taken accountability. He's put it all back on the players. Well, Bijan is the best player in the NFL. That's not helping your player out. It's not. Uh Penix is going to turn it right back around. Just you wait and see. And I'll love for all y'all to see it. Puts it all on his young players.
You're
Doesn't
right,
take
man.
any accountability for what he's going to do. Doesn't have any content to give you around, hey, we're going to work on this. He talks really fast and it's fake. Everybody knows what fake is. Raheem is fake, and he's used this overconfidence, thinking that, oh, if I don't act like anything's wrong, I'll keep my job because I'm actually not expected to do that well. I could just kind of cruise. I think he's like, hey, man, I could win 9 wins in the South, you know, like I got this, but you do not. And you haven't been honest with the fact that you're blowing it. Your coordinators are ass. You haven't done anything. Special teams. Take accountability, man. I just I don't think that he has honored the position, let alone Falcons, but the NFL coach. There's a lot of people that would love to have that opportunity.
The Falcons head coach job.
Well, less and less now. But yes, to be an NFL head coach,
Sure, sure,
period.
sure. This
That is an
does.
accomplishment.
Yeah, and hey, man, shout out to him for making it to that mountaintop. And I mean that.
Honestly, yeah. But everything after that, buns. Like, you are horrible play calling. I mean, horrible at clock management, horrible at game management, horrible at creating a game plan, horrible at playing on the road, horrible at keeping leads, horrible at challenges, horrible at picking coordinators. Like everything that you have a chance to fuck up, you do.
Yeah, what are
Cheers
we
to
good
you,
at?
Raheem.
Yeah. What are we good at? Um, Algier is really good at kissing that wind cam in the tunnel. They don't get to do it
Oh,
often, but when they do, he gives it a big smooch.
he gave it one for Saints game.
I believe so. I'm gonna have to go back and check, but I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
all right,
he's done it each time.
okay.
It's interesting to see. You get to see the things come out of some of the guys. And if anyone doesn't know if any of our zero viewers right now don't know what what the win cam is, it's like this. Because here's one thing the Falcons do well is the fan experience.
Yeah.
And so, if you didn't know this, Mercedes Benz, dude, it's so awesome, man. I mean, it's like if you see in the crowd and there's no one there, it's because they're so mesmerized by the sights and sounds of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, dude. It's got the circular jumbotron at the
Oh,
top.
can't believe
It's
forget about the
incredible, man. Dude, Freddie Falcon gets at the top of the stadium and zip lines down all the way, dude. And he has like a selfie stick that he holds when dude, it's so sick, man. And dude, they pay we have these fans that they have flags and they're all dressed up, but they're definitely not people that are paid to be there.
going deep. Okay.
But yeah, the fan experience, man. So yeah, and all jokes aside, that one camera thing that they do is pretty cool. They have like cameras in the roof and stuff, and they have this plug-in that they use in editing that like centers the screen on whatever they want. They usually do a player's helmet or the ball. You know what I'm talking about. They'll show like Bijan
Yeah.
do a crazy spin or
Yeah.
something, and
Bijan's perfect
that
feature.
is cool. That is one thing that they've done well. And so taking this little bit that I've done all the way back to the
Yeah.
win cam, they set up this little selfie live stream camera in the tunnel for when they win, and the players kind of stop by on their way in and are like, you know what I mean? And so yeah, it's funny to see like some of them. It's like, okay, dude's like got some sick moves, and looks hard or tough or whatever the kids are saying these days. Um, and some of them, it's like, ooh.
But Algier
He just kisses it. He just
gives
literally
it
goes up to it and goes like, I'm not
a
even joking, you dude. I'm not even joking.
dude. There was this moment in his as a touchdown, not a touchdown, but like a first down, and it was miserable out there, right? It was like 30s and raining, and like there he was like trying to get the crowd hype. No real crowd, but he like does one of these like and then there's this like worker there, girl who's like really geeky and like cold and doesn't want to be there. And Algier sees her and they have this moment of truth of like, man, this kind of sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. It
This,
was like, wow, it happened all in 1 second. But as Algier was like, oh, in the NFL, actually, no one cares. And this girl is awkward and I'm cold.
she's like, I wish I wasn't here right now. I'm just glad I'm in the union, getting
Yeah.
overtime.
Didn't
Okay.
know what time, you know. Hey, gotta go back on the turnpike with W. Oh man. There you
Uh,
go. Meet with some Teamsters.
I'll be back in Poughkeepsie later tonight. Okay. That's all that matters.
Oh man. So as far as the game itself, trash. Yeah. I mean, we can go into details. The defense, there's moments. I hope that we have the receipts of JPJ coming along, James Pierce Jr. Um, uh, he's gonna be solid, but I have heard some people remind us that like Beasley was solid his first couple of
I
years,
think
and
he's
then
got a notch that Beasley didn't have. Beasley has the Kyle Pitts disease,
oh yeah,
where
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
his mind is like uh is playing like a game of Candyland or
so,
something like that. You know what I mean? Or like
yeah,
it's like if you really were to have like a truth serum, it'd be like, bro, do you really like?
yeah.
Do you really want to be here? It might be like,
uh, no,
nah.
hey, no need for braces. No need for braces, Donnie. Because Beasley had braces, you know. Man,
I forgot that.
he had braces, and I don't think there was a need.
Give me
Of
two
course,
'90s players, and this is easy, but two big time '90s players that rock braces.
Um, T Gons, right? No,
T-Gon?
did
Who's
T
that?
Gon Tony Gonzalez?
Oh, did he? No, I don't think so. Um,
Okay.
Brett Favre, Jets Falcons legend, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Um, and then Georgia
Viking.
Bulldog, Terrell,
Oh,
Terrell,
nice. Yeah,
Terrell Davis.
yeah, dude, he's
Didn't
beast,
do
bro.
shit for the dogs, but dude, once he was in the league, man, he was just like a cannonball, dude. It was like he was fired out of freaking pirate ship, man. Just like kaboom, dude. Every time, so just straight through the
Yeah.
line, man.
He, he got up there and he just was got on a tear.
He was really
Oh man.
good. He was really good.
Yeah, he was great.
Shredded
Beastly.
us, 98.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we were happy to be there. Our Super Bowl was beating the Vikings that year.
Big play
Um,
Ray
big play Ray. Ah,
the night before.
really nice. That lines up with Falcons lore.
Oh, yeah.
Like, really, how can we blow it?
He's like,
We're gonna
I'm really nervous about this game tomorrow. I gotta just, I'm just gonna hit the hit the strip or whatever.
man. Uh, well, let's talk. Let's talk future here. So this this year's in the can. We don't have a first round draft pick. It's like, you know,
Things
I
are
think
great.
if you're not good, you want to be able to at least sell your fan base hope. And man, it
They don't do
is.
that. No.
Um, well, I think there is no hope right now for until there's changes. Until there's no hope, as long as Raheem sits in his office, no hope. I'm hoping that the fans boycott. I hope no one goes. I don't care. Even if the tickets get cheap, I would love if we made a stand and like just don't show up.
Well,
Just
here's the deal, man. Because you know me, I talk to the folks. Okay, I'm a man of the people. I go to Publix. I go to the candy aisle to get my Werther's Originals, which is a great place to meet old folks. And I ask them questions, man.
you get the
And
pulse.
the old folks actually, if you've made it this far, you're sticking with the Falcons. You just got that mentality of kind of like, you know. And I've had that conversation a million times. But younger people actually, they're like, oh no, I left, like I quit. When do you ever hear this from anyone? They're like, no, I stopped being a fan. I
Yeah,
hear this all the time. I'm not even
yeah.
saying, I'm not making this up.
And did
People will be
they
like,
they pick up another team, or sometimes, or they just drop football altogether? I mean,
well, no, you didn't drop
think
football together. They're probably, I'm not really,
fantasy.
I didn't ask that any further, but I'll ask you this, Harmon.
Yeah,
And if I were to give you a truth serum, okay, and hey, man, this is a safe space.
sure.
You know, you've been in Denver for what, 13?
13 years. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Has it ever crossed your mind?
not once.
Okay,
No.
all right. And hey, I wouldn't judge you, man, because it would have crossed mine.
No, no, no way. Um, not at all. And like, I think if we're gonna go down that route, like I've had these combos with myself, it is silly. And the what I want to say that I think that you've gotten better, I've gotten better to have some humor in it all, to have some lightness. Yeah, there can have some dark, takes or rants here and there, but
Some
like
beach
we're not.
meltdowns.
Yeah, some beach meltdowns, some crab stomps.
Like, there's a guy out here just stomping crabs. He's talking about Matt Ryan and I don't even know.
Oh, crab stomp. Um,
For the record, no one. Well, neither of Harmon or myself stomped any
no,
crabs. Okay.
the
In
gnarly
fact,
bros did not participate, and if anything, we
we tried to resuscitate the
we
crab.
tried to hesitate, but then others came in and said put him out
Put
of
him
his
out of his
misery.
miz.
Les Mis.
Dude, you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow in the car? I'm gonna listen to the Les Mis soundtrack.
Hey man, it's not a bad time of the year for it. It's kind of it's got an eeriness, it's got a magic to it, a sheen.
That's right. Jean Valjean.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that his
Um,
name? Yeah. All right.
I'm
So wait,
going
what
with that.
what were we saying? Well,
well, well, we're talking about the future of the team, essentially. But no, what I was saying is, I think that we've gotten better at not letting this team really sink into our lives in like a negative way, because it I'm guilty of it really souring my mood. Now, if somebody comes up to me and talks shit, I still don't respond well to that. I might have
no,
to
you
walk
don't.
away.
Yeah, this is
Um,
true. I've seen it.
and I've just learned like it's okay. I'm just gonna kind of leave the situation because I'm not at a point where I can make jokes about it just yet. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I can make jokes with you because you understand me. But if someone off the street is gonna like crack a 28-3 joke, like it's not gonna sit well.
Yeah, yeah, and also, man, I mean, if you are this person cracking jokes to the Falcons fan, I mean, come on, man. Like, you're not supposed to punch down. I'm talking about like low hanging fruit. I mean, what I say, you don't like kick a dog when it's in the kennel or whatever. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, we're getting some boots through the kennel door. Um, but I have come to peace with this is my team, and even like I think about it, is my dad ever going to see a Super Bowl? Probably not. That breaks my heart. It does. Am I going to see a Super Bowl? Mathematically, one would think, but I'm not. I'm not betting on it.
No,
And I think unless blank sells the squad,
it's
dude,
not
and
happening, man.
I know he's not. I know it's not. I know it's not. But let's just play pretend. Do you think that might make the Falcons fans the happiest of any decision, coach or player? Do you think that actually the owner saying, "Hey, I tried, guys, but I'm giving it back. I'm stewarding someone in," that
Yes,
would
sir.
probably be like, "Let's go."
It
People
would.
would be dancing. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well,
That's
yeah.
the
I mean,
one thing that would make Falcons fans the happiest.
well, we're just desperate for anything, and it would be something. It would be like
Yeah.
it would be hope, man. It would be
Yeah. Hope.
hope, and it would get crushed because the next schmuck would come in, and it would could be worse. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but the next schmuck is going to come in, and he's blank's son. And speaking of sons, I had the the gift of learning about Rich McKay's son, who is an
Oh.
assistant GM for the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Nice.
so this is going to happen, isn't it? He's going to be our next GM. It's going to happen, man. That will cause the reverse effect of if blank sold the team. Then I might leave the Falcons. I'm serious, man. That would be the
Oh,
final
unforgivable.
straw. And
Yeah.
and Rich, if you're listening, buddy, just try me.
I wouldn't try it. I'm believing what I'm hearing. To, to be honest, like it all kind of plays out like a really yeah. He just looks like a crabby, clammy old bitch.
Talking about
Not a
Rich?
rich. Uh,
Yeah.
not a fan.
You think
Um,
blank could talk ball?
no,
No.
no, no. Do I think McKay? He's going to be able to talk ball,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
of course. But there's a lot of people that can talk ball, plenty that aren't at that level. But I think it plays out like some movie in terms of like McKay is behind the scenes with his big fingers, doing the Montgomery Burns. Like he's trying to orchestrate it in. Like, can someone, maybe a rebel force coming through, Matt Ryan teaming up with Stetson Bennett, somehow like some miraculous turnaround where we put the power back in the people.
You think
Um,
that McKay's gonna come up with this idea?
no, no. I mean, this is most definitely far out fan
This
fiction.
is a good idea. This is a good idea. So
So they're
no,
yeah.
we're gonna do the bad idea. How
Here's
many?
another thing I'm going to throw out there. There's a lot of people, and I know we are biased. We're Georgia fans, no doubt about it. We feel very strongly about Stetson Bennett. He's amazing, um, and he has. But anybody watching the limited film that we have on him in the this past year, the dude was making NFL throws and looking, dieseled up and looking all the part of an NFL quarterback that might have a shot and might at least surprise some people.
Yeah,
So for the people saying that it's just a crap, a pipe dream or like
fan fiction.
I, yeah, I, I think he has promise. I would love to see him fail. Or not. I would love to see him fail. I'd love to give
Yeah,
him a shot.
I know what
I
you
would
mean.
just even if you did whatever. Hey, no one's thinking this guy's big but you would get people back in those seats.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
you put Matt Ryan on those sidelines, you're gonna get some people pulling out some jerseys. You're gonna bring the hearts back. I to not be, you know, telling Matty Ice, name your price. Bring can we bring you back into the organization?
So okay. I know we texted about this like a couple weeks ago, I think. And now, have you heard or read anything else outside of just our, you know, discussion about anything Matt Ryan related?
No. I mean, this is just like we're talking about what would bring the fans back in. What would possibly give the fans some type of hope. And I think that we are if we kind of zoom out, we're we're grasping for some hope through fiction. Um
Yeah,
the
and that's what
truth
you start
is,
to do when yeah, yeah, man.
creating this alternate reality to what, but like I I think it's valid to say that like there needs to be drastic moves, or I do think that I think the fatigue is real, and I think that people will start just boycotting.
They
I think we're
already
there.
are. They already are, my man. They already are. Yeah, and I hope people don't go to games either. I mean that too. They're not. You saw the stands. It's freaking pathetic, man.
Yeah.
But no, we should go to the game. We should go to games and do the paper bag stuff, whatever that is. It's time. It's paper bag time. You know.
Yeah. But I
Um,
don't think we go to the bins. I think like, we go to Minnesota and
no, we
we don't.
sneak into the bins because
Yes,
you know we
nice.
can.
Nice.
We,
And
you
then,
know what I mean.
oh yeah.
Dust
And
off
then
our
fourth
sneaking
quarter,
shoes.
fourth quarter drop like a we snuck in this bitch.
Yeah, no, and then
Hashtag.
yeah, and then run onto the field like the old days, man. Remember back in the '90s or before then? I mean, I just say '90s because that's what I remember. But my dad has tons of stories. He went to a Braves rain out one time in the '70s where it was like basically just
Free
like
fall.
everyone went on the field.
Nice.
Like it's like a party on the field or something.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, we're sneak on the field and just get into an all-out brawl with Freddie Falcon.
Yeah.
Take him down for good, you know.
Yeah.
um, and put the Falcon costume on, climb up to the top, zip line down with the selfie
Yep.
stick for the
Totally.
fans. All right,
Yeah.
I think
Um,
that's what we do.
totally. Smoke a joint on the 50-yard line to top it off.
This is all comedy, by the way.
Um, I
Not
meant F word.
Freddie, if you're listening, I don't mean that.
No, we're not anti Freddy.
No,
Maybe we
no, I'm anti Freddie.
okay. Let's yeah, I think I
He
am
sucks,
too.
dude. He sucks.
He sucks. What about like could we get like um Tim McCall like a
Like
real
Tim
Falcon,
McGraw, but Tim
but Tim
McCall.
McCall, and he's a real Falcon and he swoops in, and because I mean Falcons they're trained. We got this, you know. But
Okay, so
really get the fans behind them. Like this is the new look. We're going real. We're not Freddie. You're done. Hit the road. Um, and yeah, it's all about the birds of prey.
hey, you know what Chops loved? Is that Freddie Falcon? Do you remember that? It was like a Ford commercial with Mike Smith. You remember that? He's like, "Hey, is that Freddie Falcon?"
Oh man, you got some things in your file cabinets that I think of erased
Chops
somewhere.
always loved the Hard Knocks when he's like, "They're saying that we're soft, but we're tough," or something like that.
Shout out to Pops.
No, that was
Chops.
Chops.
Okay, shout out to Chops.
Pops could care
Um,
less about the Falcons. He's a Browns fan, so he feels us.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hey man, to each their own. If that works for you, I'm not giving. My buddy Harry's trying to. I've been talking about going over to the Jags, but it just doesn't feel right.
To
Um,
the Jags?
St. Simon's where I'm from is it's closer to Jayville. It's more Jags
Oh,
fans than St. Simon.
Harry's talking about going to the Jags.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Hey, man, you know, respect to Harry.
respect to Harry.
That's
Respect
quite
to
a
the
that's
Jags.
that's of all the leaps that you can make. Falcons to Jags. It's like it's like yeah, I
Hard,
used to be a Falcons fan, but then I switched to the Jags.
dude. Dude, that's happened. Like that story has occurred.
Oh
Some
yeah,
people,
yeah.
especially
J
like in Florida or North Florida. Um,
Jayville landing.
landing.
What is the landing?
It's kind of like a a strip mall that like it's just like there's nowhere to party, so they just like you know the landing. Um, somebody could probably school me on it, but from what I remember, it was kind of like
Is it raised up like
yeah. It's kind
wooden
of like
planks, a
kinda like
boardwalk dock type deal?
yeah.
I vaguely remember like an uncle or someone cornering me at a wedding, and they had like whiskey breath, and they were like, "Have you ever been to Jacksonville, the Timmy's Hideaway? It's at the landing. Oh my god, you gotta go, you gotta go. There's a band, Stevie and the Slipperies, and man, they do these so
Couldn't believe
so
it.
good." Dude, their drummer, you gotta go see it. No, you know what? Here, I'm gonna pull up a video, and you're just like, okay, yes, this is sick.
Yeah. I mean, I bet they throw down in the Duval Nation.
Duval.
Duval. Hey man. No hate. Like is there part of me that wishes that I could? like, would it be possible to kind of like circumvent this? I do wish that I wasn't so connected to this thing that is doomed,
Yeah,
but I
that's
am.
really sad, man.
I it is, but I'm embracing. I think there is a peace in my life right now that allows me to love the Falcons in a different way and allows me to love them unconditionally and
I,
to to know that like they're gonna blow it.
I
And
I know what that piece is. It's called the Joker and the dogs. So
sure, totally,
it's Nugs and dogs.
totally. The dogs, without the dogs, I wouldn't be able to kind of withstand this whole thing. Kirby Smart has, you know, given blessed my life more than anyone else that I don't personally know. I mean, maybe you know John Bell and some musicians out there, but I mean, I think that John Bell and Kirby, maybe throw in Billy Strings and Trey, and you know,
Billy Strings, huh?
oh yeah, oh yeah, he's there,
He's
he's
at
there,
Kirby level.
he's at Kirby level,
Okay.
he's at
All right.
he's at Kirby level.
Wow.
I, he definitely is. But I think in general, like the Bulldogs, they are. You can count on them. You can count on them even in losses to play their asses off, you know, and to fight till the very last bit. They're never out of a game. This whole year, there have been so many. I don't know the winning percentages, but we've gotten out of some tight ones, some corners that and it was beautiful entertainment. But you can always count on them to represent you well. And we both were University of Georgia grads. Like we love that school. We love everything about it, and I am so proud to be a dog. It's it's it brings me great pride and enjoyment to be a part of that family and brethren, and it means a ton to us. You know, like, and I know in the case in Kelly household, dogs reign supreme. And I come from a household that was deeper on the Falcons, but I know that Falcons do reign. But yeah, you know, the dogs allow me to have balance and acceptance. Nice, the power G. Just let them know the snapback. Um, anything else over there?
I had to dust this one off, man.
Ooh, hard in the.
Have you watched Jalen Johnson play, man?
I need to, man. I need to. I don't see. I don't think they televise. They don't televise NBA enough, and I don't. This is one of my issues. Is I don't watch Sports Center. You know, not a Sports Center guy. I watch
Does
my
anyone
team.
watch Sports Center anymore?
I think some people do, or maybe they just watch things on their phone, perhaps. Um,
Yeah. Me and Boots watched Sports Center every single morning, and on days that I was homesick from school, I would watch it 11 times in a row.
you counted.
You remember
Um,
those days?
oh yeah, when you like memorized it, and
You're
then
like, this
like
is
your
the
body,
fourth time through. I should probably
you're like,
change it.
dude, he's about to hit a bomb. What? How'd you know that? Um, well, here's one question. Do you trade Drake London for draft picks?
Oh no, no! I thought you were gonna say Trey Young. No, no way, man. No way. You keep Drake London.
Beige?
No, 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 no. You keep those two. Um,
Pitts is gone. Algier's gone. I think that Jesse Bates is. I mean, I guess he's just gonna go out his contract, but uh,
someone
shame for Jesse
forwarded me
Bates.
a reel of someone forwarded me a reel of like, oh, look at these draft picks after Kyle Pitts. It's like, bro, get it. Come on. I've been saying this for like 10 years now, man. All
Yeah.
right, come on.
I think that this year, and I did see more effort from Kyle Pitts, but it's a little too little, too little, too late. And you're not a football player, man.
Whew. Yeah, he's soft, dude. We've been saying. I'm sorry, man. We're really going
Stop.
out on a limb here on this
Stamped.
one. Shine shield delivered. He's soft,
DJ bitch ass hoe.
dude.
Um,
Just think of the difference. Just think of the difference of him, and just take a tight end, man. Just just pick one. Go to another team, pick one. You know, and and
so
and those guys were drafted. Who knows when? You know. He's not
man,
even a tight end. That's the thing. We don't have. I know we've gone over this so many times, but he's not even a tight end. He's a unicorn. And there's
yeah. I'm he's not a unicorn. He's something other than a unicorn. He's a duck-billed platypus. What he is, and he always will be. And I feel like Michael Penix might be like an otter or a seal.
Yeah,
And
man.
that,
Going back to Penix, if he had like, I still could see something.
yeah,
He's not gonna be like a. He's gonna be a Tua type. I think. I
but
think he could have a
he
Tua career.
he needs somebody that is fire as that offensive coordinator
And
to
a
really
couple good receivers.
couple of good receivers, and also the wide receivers coach needs to be good. The quarterback coach needs to be good. All of that, and you add all that up, and it's like, I mean, maybe, but we're not drafting in the first round. We can't draft a quarterback in the second. We got to get other pieces. We got to get a cornerback. We got to get wide receivers. Like we got to do a lot of stuff. Um, so I mean, we're kind of fucked. Uh,
Yeah.
like, and we're gonna get a little bit of money freed up. We're gonna have some money to spend, but you gotta have a quarterback in this league.
Yeah, we
And
already just went through the Desmond Ritter stuff, which I do kind of feel for Arthur Smith a little bit for that. That's a
oh
rough
yeah,
draw.
oh yeah, totally. And hey man, I'll take Penix over Mariota or Ritter any day. I wish that wasn't the bar that we set so low to the floor, but I'll definitely watch him. Penix at times when he's good, man, he's very entertaining. And I think he had zero to no coaching, you know,
He said as
really like,
much.
yes, he's gone on record. And
People
there's a
trying
lot
to
of
say
other
like,
people.
oh no, he meant he thought the question was no.
Yeah. But he also did not sound like somebody that was totally sure of his process himself. I mean, my guy, if you aren't getting that, reach out, my guy.
If your high school quarterbacks coach is like giving you pointers for like after like an NFL game, and it's one thing to like to connect with mentors and stuff, and maybe and I'm sure there are players. So I hate to throw in all these caveats, but I'm sure there are players that actually do get great pointers from former coaches and stuff. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
That can't that can't be your go-to. And like it yes, all this does fall on the coaching staff. Obviously, Doug Williams Jr.
Who the hell is that?
That's our quarterbacks coach. Son of Doug Williams. Horrible. Wasn't anywhere close to the quarterbacks until that interview, and then he started crowding around them, and they pretty much ignored him. It's obvious that this regime doesn't know anything until the media points out, like, hey, you know, no one's over there talking. And they're like, oh, yeah, totally. They never addressed that. They never took any accountability for it. Man,
Dude, we've got to get one of these guys on this show. We've
Ray
got
Ray,
to,
come on.
dude, or Ike. Where's Ike? He wouldn't,
I
because
got a
that guy.
feeling that Ray burn some blunts, you know. Um,
Yeah,
I think, send him some of that, Colorado. Um, and we would never do something like that, of
I'm in
course.
Georgia, so
You know. But at the same time, I think that there's some things behind the scenes that we might not ever get full stories on,
we got to get
but
the stories.
we
They're
got to get
out
the
there.
stories that are
They're
out
out
there.
there. And there's
Um,
retired players that would be more than happy to be like, "Oh, you want to know what it's like there? Here, I'll tell you."
yeah,
No one's
it.
asking them. D Orlando is not asking them, man.
D Orlando, gosh, from the bottom to the top, um, man. So we're just gonna let this season die out. You know, I think that we're gonna allow for more. In general, I would like to. I'll say this now on live, air. I'd like to keep the nest going. I'd like to maybe open it up to not having to be so focused on the Falcons, because how much energy do they fully deserve? We've got college playoffs coming up. We've got a lot of great teams out there. Playoffs. Hey man, talking shop a little bit. I'm open to it. Of course, the nest is what brings us together, but I'm open to keeping this thing going.
Week by week, man. And you know what? We got a big time matchup with I don't know who we play next week. We got a big time
uh,
matchup with it's probably like the Rams or something.
it's the Seahawks, and we're gonna get trounced, dude.
Ooh,
They're playing really good. But
buddy.
here's the twist. Um, hey, get Kubiak, take him out. He's doing work over there. That should be the thing is that if they did fire Raheem, they would show the rest of the league that they mean business, but they aren't going to. But we're gonna see who I think was probably top three candidates. Kubiak.
Maybe. I mean, I like McDonald. I like their coach, their head coach. I mean, their defense is freaking incredible, and I know their offense is cooking for sure. But yeah, man.
I
You
think
know,
we had a shot at him. I don't think we had a shot at Harbaugh, but I think we got a shot.
maybe we did, man. Maybe we did. I would love to find out. I hope someone writes a book about it or something. I'd love to find out which of these guys were like, nah, when they when the Falcons offered them a job.
Yeah.
We'll never know. But because they're gonna take all the interviews, no matter what. I think, um, but yeah, I could see that. I could see having a shot at McDeasy. Um,
Nice.
but
What do you say we get Gino in here?
I don't
Gino
know.
or
It's
Jameis? Gino or
Jameis.
Jameis? Let's bring in Jameis. I
Let's
bet
bring him instead.
he would help maybe Penix to like loosen up a little. Tell a few jokes.
Penix. I thought we were gonna.
He's gonna get another shot next year.
Well, have you looked up the history of three knee reconstructive surgeries and coming back to the NFL?
Why you need to have somebody, but you don't need to. We don't. We're not in a place to invest in another quarterback right now. Like,
Yeah.
so I think what you do is you build up the team around him, don't spend money, and hopefully you take a shot in the draft in 2027.
After we've gone 7-9.
Yeah, you probably do just good enough to not to get out of the really good quarterbacks. Um, but yeah, I I I I just don't know about Michael Penix, but I tell you what, I wouldn't bet anything on it. His success. And if you would have started, I drafted him as my first quarterback this year in fantasy. No, I didn't have.
Ugh.
I didn't have a great spot, but I thought I was fooled. I was hyped. I was homered. I was hype on it,
That's a
and
homer pick for sure.
I am I am not now.
I went with Drake May, and it's worked out pretty good.
As well. Nice job. Hey, um, and knows what he's doing.
On one team, Fields on another. So I feel you, man.
Uh, Feels.
Well, was there anything else? I know there was one thing I was going to ask you about. I was totally unrelated to the Falcons. We've about covered it all.
Well, we're gonna make some room for maybe some Joker talk, some a little bit of NBA connection. You know, I need to watch a Hawks game. That's gonna be my homework between now and the next nest. Um, but you know, we do this for the love of the hang, right? That's why I do it.
That's
Um,
right. I'm digging the live format, especially when we had only half the audio working. Like that was awesome.
yeah, that's classic us. But I think it helped give us a reset. You know, and we made the most of it.
Oh yeah, and I'm still gonna post that, so people can do with it what they will. You know,
I would love
um,
to hear
we could
honest.
overdub. We could overdub like what you could have been saying. You know,
Nice.
we could just plug it into AI and be like, hey, make this guy say silly things.
So silly.
um, but
Man.
no, but
Oh
hey,
man.
but real talk though, I do like this format. This is relief for me, um,
Yeah.
because the not that I was like pouring my whole soul and spirit into the editing, but it was like I had to like freaking sit down and be like you know, crack the knuckles,
Yeah.
um,
But you
and
did some
kind of
of that. I loved the sound effects. Those really gave me some hearty har hars. But I think this is a good format. It's a good format.
Well, here. Oh,
But
sorry, I knocked over my kick drum mic. Well, here's the thing: those sound effects are really basic in this iMovie. Just like I think I basically ripped that from like Anthony Fantano. Do you know who he is?
no, I
He's
don't.
like a music critic. The Needle Drop, that's his channel, one of his channels. But he does the like crazy filter with a vocal effect when he says something silly or whatever. Um,
Squash, 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 squash.
So we go from that, uh, which is done in post production, to the red bar method. And if you don't know who red bar is, I'll show you another time. He just has like an iPad with different sound effects on there, plugged into OBS or whatever he uses, and
Nice.
and uh,
Just
and,
another
and and he
input.
just hits it live. He's got
Nice.
this big like bomb sound, and it'll be like,
I could get that. I mean, I got a little sampler over here. Could be done. This is our palette. You know, I believe in the nest. I appreciate the nest
me too.
better
I
for.
appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, brother. Heck yeah, man. Well, I think that this is time to swoop in into our respective nests. Um, and tell Max, tell Zen, I said what's up. Tell Katie, I said what's up. Tell the fam, Uncle Dizal, Uncle Harmon loves him.
They
Um,
know it, man.
can't wait to meet back up. It's going down. It's gonna go. It's happening. Um, we'll 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 build. We're building in 2026.
That's right.
Gnarly, dirty beasting, to the top.
Heck yeah. Well, hang on after we sign off here, just for like a 5 minute bro chat.
Of course, of course. To anyone that takes a listen, takes a watch to these fellows, we're humbled. And if you made it this far, we definitely love you and appreciate you. Swoop in, swoop out. We'll always be here in the nest.